Jerry's going to walk Amelia back to the car, it sounds like. Jerry, roll spot hidden.
I rolled a 22.
As you're basically coming out of the door, you see something peculiar in the woods, like away from the car and everything like that down the way. And the old Arkham woods are like very, very dense woods. Like there's just trees everywhere. To walk in them as much as Amelia did would have taken a very, very big effort of will. Especially in the dark, and the storm doesn't add much to it. But you see this strange light, and the best way to describe it would be vaguely psychedelic. Almost like looking at a tie-dye shirt. But there's like this kind of like light coming from the woods, and it's kind of gracefully drifting through between the trees. And I want you to roll sanity really quick.
That is 001, so that is a fantastic pass.
So it's
I
curious.
passed. I don't even know what my sanity is. Oh, 65, yeah.
Yeah, it can't be. It's 2. But you don't lose any sanity, but that is a peculiar thing. Although you are starting to consider your hero that was in the room mentioning something in the woods. I can't remember what it was. He made simulators.
I see the line. I go, Remy, get out of the woods, Remy.
Or simulators.
But as you're kind of looking at this thing, like you've paused on the stoop of the diner, suddenly all the lights in the diner just go out. Just like, poof, and the whole diner is completely empty. And as that happens, the light is gone. That weird thing you were looking at in the woods, not there anymore. You see the old couple and they're just like, oh, finally, get over here, Gertrude, and they're about to start making out. But yeah, so it's now completely black. The old couple doesn't seem super fazed by it because they're dirty old people. And you see Sam behind the counter and just go, well, that ain't good. And then you hear a studio audience clap somewhere. I don't know, it's weird. But then the waitress that
Reynolds catchphrase.
Yeah.
Finally, he said it.
He said the thing, guys. And you see the waitress that was helping you. She just kind of panics and looks around, and she doesn't know what's going on. But then the one guy that was yelling, hooting, and hollering, he's like, "Oh God, the light! It's here! It's gonna get us!" And he immediately books out of the diner, pushing away people that are in the way. And you see him try to run to you remember that big four-wheeler that's parked outside? So he pushes past you, Jerry, in an attempt to get to this four-wheeler, and he's running, and then all of a sudden that psychedelic light that you saw just kind of comes out from nowhere, like almost like it comes out of the ground, and it just shines over him, and then it's gone, and he's gone too.
Who is it? Aliens.
There's a boot like laying where he was that's smoking.
I think we should go to her house.
Yeah, we can take a friend home?
I mean, the hero of driving simulators was just beamed up. You just want to take this girl home? She's fine.
Jerry, I slapped Jerry hard in the face. Jerry, he just went back to go make more simulators. That's what that was. He's obviously from the future.
I knew these simulators were out of this world.
You just see Amelia, she kind of, the whole time Amelia's eyes have been completely wide as she watched what happened to that man, and she just goes, "Oh God, it's here!" And she breaks away from your, or she tries to break away from your grasp. Jerry, roll strength.
Not my best.
Probably not. You are a nerd.
Say that to my brother.
89 isn't gonna pass no matter what it is out of 35.
So she manages to break out of your grasp, and she runs somewhere into the diner. In the darkness, it's a little hard to see her, but she manages to get away from you. And all of a sudden, you see this kind of light start to emerge from the forest again. It's a little bit close to the van, but it passes the van, and it's starting to head towards the diner.
I want to look at Jerry real quick and be like, "What if this is a simulation?"
Hold on, this whole thing is a stimulation? That all makes sense now.
I grab Benny by the shoulders. Benny, we need to go back inside. Not only do we need to save a girl, but I forgot to get condoms.
Because that's what happens if you don't. Right there.
That's right.
There it is. There it is. That's the end game. But yeah, the light is coming. We'll kind of do a planning stage right now. So what all you do, and then tell me what you do. I'll tell you what you have to roll, and then it's almost like all of these actions all happen at the same time.
I think Remy is not worried at all about any of this. So he's probably just kind of hanging out, like, has her lighter lit to kind of illuminate this place a little bit better. He's watching out for Amelia.
All right. So you're trying to find Amelia, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
You saw her
yeah.
kind of run off and then break off into
Yeah.
this. Okay. We'll have you. Well, I'll figure that out in a sec. Jason, what are you doing?
I'm going to join Remy and help look for Amelia.
Oh, Amelia does smell like my weed. I could track her.
Yes.
Sure. yeah, this is fine. That's wonderful.
Tracks.
I love it. I love
Almost
weed
just
powers.
shot all that beer out of my nose, but it's fine. Chris, what is Jerry doing?
I'll be going in to look for her as well, and grab a pack of condoms now that it's dark and no one can see me do it.
Alrighty. The light is slowly encroaching on the diner.
Good for her pleasure.
Donna Mae, what do you do?
Can I try to break into the old guy's car to take his car?
The four-wheeler to try and
Yeah,
move it
yeah.
out of the way of the road.
What's a
or something?
four-wheeler?
Yeah, well,
It's a
it's a gigantic cattle truck.
The semi.
Yeah, semi truck. That's
Yeah,
what I
I
mean.
want to say you mean 18-wheeler.
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like four is way
Drive
too
that?
small.
Oh.
Yeah,
it definitely says 18-wheeler. Yeah, I'm sorry.
A four-wheeler over an 18-wheeler.
Hey guys, you know what a four-wheeler is? Any car.
Almost.
Also not true.
Not true though.
True
Patently,
love is blind.
patently not true. But yeah, no, I'm sorry. I mean 18-wheeler. But did you still want to try that?
No, I mean that 18-wheeler that's turned over in the street.
It's not turned over, but it is parked and stuck in the street. You can see that its wheels are stuck in the mud. That's why you couldn't go around it to get to Bolton.
No, I'm gonna go after the girl on the force.
In the diner? She's somewhere in the diner.
Or yeah, I'm just looking for her. Yeah.
What's Benny doing?
There's an old couple banging in the diner too.
They might be by now.
Donna doesn't know it, but I've been following her around a little bit.
Alrighty, so
You just make me feel tingly in my nipples.
oh, jeez. That's a.
That's all.
I want all of you to roll search if that's the case.
Can I use track?
Yeah, you can roll track. Everybody else roll search.
Oh,
Oh, I failed.
Oh no.
I made it.
I'm just a little boy.
Oh, I made it.
Oh nope, I did not get it.
Got 39 out of 50.
Alrighty.
35, 76.
So,
The eight.
Benny, you're trying to follow Donna around, but it's so dark that it's hard to see anything, and you actually like bump into a chair, and then when you look around, nobody's around you anymore, and it's just dark where you are. You're in the diner, and like you just can't seem to find anybody because of how dark it is. Klaus, you also said you failed.
Yep.
So you like open a door to a closet, like a kind of like a shed like closet where they keep all the cleaning and maintenance supplies. And while you're in there, it's so dark that you kind of get a little lost in it, and you're like kind of trying to figure out where the door went as you're looking around. Everybody else, you managed to go behind the counter as the light suddenly comes in through the window, like it just kind of goes through the window. It doesn't care about the wall or anything like that, and it goes right on top of the two old people. And now that they're illuminated, you can see they're making out very raunchily, like just, but they don't seem to mind, as this is the last moment they can, because
Oh no,
as
dentures are flopping out.
yeah, as the light kind of obstructs over them, you can see them kind of glow.
Before anything bad happens, I start crying.
Their skin starts to glow with this psychedelic light, and then all of a sudden they just kind of like burn. You see their like skeletons like slowly evaporate in this light, and then all that's left as the light passes through them is their dentures fall to the table. But now the light is inside the diner with you all.
Can I see this, or am I stuck in a closet?
You're stuck in a closet, but underneath the door, you now see this weird psychedelic light kind of illuminating under the door.
So now I know where the door is.
Yeah, but I don't know if you want to go through it.
Silver lining. Am I in the room with the damn light?
Yeah, it can, for all intents and purposes, the light can see all of you, but you're more exposed to it than anybody else because everybody else managed to make it behind the counter. So we'll do another planning stage. What are all of you doing now that the light is in here and definitely killing people?
I'm just going to throw my glass of gasoline at the light.
Oh.
All right, sounds good. What's everybody else doing?
They call it glassoline, by the way. I got more dad jokes tonight than I did yesterday as a character named Dad Joke.
I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna run outside away from it, because Mom's gonna kill me if you disappear.
Oh, you're grabbing me? I'm gonna bring out the gun, by the way. It's in my backpack, and I whip it out, and it's just a squirt gun. This whole time, I'm like... He's pulling me away.
Sounds good. What are Klaus and Remy doing?
Remy would try to see if there's any sort of back door, a different way to get out of than the front door we walked in.
All right.
I'm gonna try to, since I know it's lit up, I'm gonna try to open the door and just see if I could see either a quick way out or Amelia.
Alrighty. So here's how it goes down. Jerry grabs Benny, and Benny's shooting back. And then Donna is with Jerry, and she throws her bottle of gasoline at the light. It just kind of fades into the light, and then you hear a shatter as if it just passed right through it and hit the wall right behind it. But there's no gasoline in it when it hits the wall on the other side. It's almost like it just ate it. So Donna, Remy, you try to find a back door. You open up the back door, and you see the waitress that was out there with you. She was helping you a second ago, and she's just like, shh, and she's like hiding behind like a stack of like wood planks and everything like that as she's kind of like trying to tell you to calm down. But you are outside now, like you're back in the rain, and like you could run, like you have a way to get kind of back to the car if you need to and everything. You also do see Amelia out there. She's kind of turning the corner to like make it her way back to the van. Klaus, you open the door, and all of a sudden there's like the light is right there. I need you to roll Dex.
Oh, like my worst stat.
Uh-oh.
Oh, damn, 12 out of 35.
You manage to shut the door before the light seemingly notices you, but you're still inside. You're trapped inside this diner for the moment. So now the light just kind of makes its way to the, like, it sees Ben and Jerry.
By the way, you figured out our secret, huh?
Yeah.
We invent ice cream later on.
And Yu-Gi-Oh!
And Yu-Gi-Oh! Apparently.
So if this is the counter in the bar, Remy goes this way, Donna and Jerry and Benny go this way, and you guys run out the front door. So now you guys have a clear shot to the van, and Remy, you're kind of in the back of the building. The light is seemingly following. It's seemingly following Remy. So you see the door that you just got through. There's a light underneath the little crack coming soon.
Okay. Remy will like kind of dance, follow Amelia, and be like, "Hey, come along to the waitress."
I start to follow Remy around.
You're in a different spot. You can't do that. Okay, so you start following Amelia.
Oh, no, I'm with Donna.
With Donna, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
And then the rest of it. So Donna or Remy and Amelia make their way around the corner. So now everybody has a clear line of sight of the van. And you see everybody inside of the van, like the back door of the van's open, and they're all just like telling you to get into the van.
Dude, I see the light like kind of fading, like I know it's moving.
Yeah, it's
like,
moving away now.
All right,
So
I'm gonna
roll.
try to use that.
Wait, what was it?
I was gonna say I'm gonna try to use that opportunity to run out the door.
Roll stealth.
Oh. So I can use luck to move it, right?
Yes.
All right. So I got a 21. I needed a 20, so I'm going to use 1 luck.
That's fair. Yeah, so you manage to get out. You can see the light in the room, like it's illuminating almost the whole diner. You see Burt Reynolds, and he's like locked in like a little kind of cabinet thing, just being like, be quiet and stuff as he's being illuminated. But you have a clear shot to the door, and you manage to make your way out. But yeah, now all of you have line of sight of the van.
Yeah, I'll regroup.
I'd like to go for the van too, but I'd like to sacrifice Burt Reynolds in the process.
He contractually is obligated to not be killed during this. So-
Every time with Burt Reynolds. That guy will never die in 2018.
All right, well, I'll go for it. Do you want me to roll a stealth as well?
To get it to the van? No, you can all just do it if that's what you're beelining for. Or actually, all of you roll dex.
I got it.
82 is not gonna make it. Oh, I'll spend 2 luck to make it. My dex is 80. Holy smokes.
I got
nice.
11.
I got 36. I made it.
Mine's low, but I still got it.
Alrighty, so you managed
80 was the
to
norm.
you managed to all make your way into the van, and now I guess Jerry, you're the one driving, right? I want you to roll drive auto.
38 out of 30. I'll spend 3 luck to make it. How about that?
All right, so you managed to whip the car around and drive back the way you came a little bit, but you see the diner in the distance slowly as this light like fills the diner, but it's an unnatural psychedelic tie-dye like light.
Girls
Sexual awakening.
And then all of a sudden the diner just goes dark in the distance, and you're driving down the road.
This is an R-rated stream now, by the way.
We're having what is it, a clothing malfunction?
Guys, what was in that pizza? Because I just saw a light eat an entire restaurant.
Forgot you're allergic to mushrooms, and we totally got psychedelic mushrooms on that pizza because it's the 70s, and they just throw that shit on everything right now.
And you know I'm allergic to mushrooms. Why'd you get mushrooms on the
I
pizza?
just thought it'd be funny to see you fart a little bit, and you have
My
to work
condition.
to get,
I could die.
They were just mushrooms I found on the side of the gas station. I didn't think it would matter if it was raw and real mushroom.
Amelia is just kind of panicking, and she regains herself in the back seat. She's like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry to get you all into this trouble. I didn't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know anything that's going on right now. I'm just so, everything's just a blur right now. That light seems to be following me. I don't know what's going on." And
Is she
just kinda-
attractive?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
This affects if we help her, not
yeah, I mean,
Because only pretty people have value.
Jeez. She is, but right now she's a bit beaten up by running through the woods in the middle of a storm for 5 hours or so. But yeah, if she had a shower, yeah.
All we need is a montage of just putting on makeup and new clothes.
I go over to her. I'm bucking myself from my toddler chair that I shouldn't be in any longer, and
Now you're a
I
big
walk
boy.
over to her and I give her the blue eyes white dragon card, and I'm like, "This will keep you safe, ma'am."
Thanks.
In a moment of sincerity,
Yeah.
of 12-year-old sincerity.
She just
It
kind
means
of
a lot to my character.
Yeah, she just kind of holds on to it because she doesn't really have. Oh, she has pockets. She puts it in one of her pockets. Thanks. That I guess that helps.
You're trying to help, ma'am. I have an Eagle Scout badge and giving Yu-Gi-Oh cards to stranded people.
Oh,
Very
I'm gonna
specific.
there's now a split in the road, and you see a sign that says Eggplant Acres.
I'm also going to scoot over to Remy and be like, "Are you okay?"
Am I? Yeah, hell yeah. I'm doing great back here. Fucking kidding me? And she takes a bite of pizza and a rip of her bone.
What is that? What is that thing? The bong. I pointed at the bong.
That's for adults, Benny.
I'm an adult. I've been on an adventure, and we take a hit of that, whatever it is.
Just, you should probably have some more pizza. Listen to your brother, Benny.
Okay, I'll eat the pizza, and then I'll have the other thing. I'll have the cool super soaker you're using.
So exactly.
But yeah, there's a split in the road that either goes back to Arkham or goes to Eggplant Acres.
Let's go ride that eggplant. That's what I say.
In the future, an eggplant might be known as a.
I stiffen in my chair.
Oh,
And
no.
immediately
Every time we get a boner.
Roll for boners.
Jerry are like ready to go at any moment.
ready to go at any point and ready to be done in seconds.
We are totally ready to.
Jerry, you put out a condom in preparation back at the gas station.
You're already wearing all my. Oh man.
It's gonna happen. It's gotta happen. I need
this is
someone
really-
at least the same decade as me. That's all I need.
Jeez.
You
I
gotta
don't
drive
know
to
that.
the.
I think he's the coolest thing ever. He brags up a big game.
Who's driving again?
The Jerry. Are you going to Eggplant or are you going to?
Yep. That's just my hormone-based reaction off of what she said.
I say it, and then Jerry's boner pokes the steering wheel and turns it slightly to the right towards eggplant.
And we end up in Louisiana.
And then
The
nod.
end.
Jerry.
I looked down at my pants. It must be destiny.
Nods slowly back at you.
All successful men let their boner guide them.
Alrighty, so you arrive at the Eggplant Acres cottage, which is tucked away in the Arkham Woods. The storm outside is tense, but you can make out two notable buildings. One looks like a house, and the other looks like a barn. Behind both is what appears to be a large field full of eggplants, thus leading credence to the name. But yeah, you park the car, and you see that. You do see there's another car parked outside, and that's all you see right out off the gate.
Is this where the party was supposed to be? That
No.
we're going to?
No.
This is where Amelia lives.
I'm more asking in character of the car. I know it's not.
I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna run up to an eggplant and just put it by my dick and be like, ah.
This must be a German thing, huh?
For some reason, Donna's really not into that, though. I'm like,
in America,
Come on,
we
people.
use
3 people have died.
people.
Jerry over here is letting his boner drive a car. I don't know what you gotta work harder, Klaus.
This here, like, we're bringing you here was good, right? You want to be there.
We did the right thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
Amelia, this is your home?
Yeah, this is my house. I live here with my grandfather. He could probably help us. I should go and check in on him.
You're like eggplants, huh?
I mean, we sell them. She says that, and she immediately runs into the house. And she runs to the house version. So remember, there's a house and a bar.
Lean over to Benny. See, Benny, I'm playing hard to get right now.
I see. I love your tactic. It feels like you're never going to get laid, but I think you might.
You're just mildly interested.
Yeah. I know you're the master at this. You're the master at all this.
The
They say you're
and-
master at baiting people into banging you.
the master and the dual master.
That's right. Let me get one of them other Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I don't know any other one except Blue Eyes White Dragon.
It's ironic because I got these as part of an advent calendar, so I don't know what
It feels fitting.
Here you are, number 82, Heartland Draco.
Oh, I've always wanted this one. It's
This is my favorite. All
This
right.
game you made up is really weird.
Well, it took place in ancient Egyptian time. And we can fade over from that.
No, we can't. The next 30 minutes is Jerry.
While
I'm gonna start
Amelia
walking
goes
to the
inside.
house.
Yeah, right.
I'll
Sure.
show over the house.
Yeah, just kind of dance.
I was about to say, you're all doing this in the, like, pouring rain. You pull out these cards and they immediately just, like, bend and get soaked. Okay, so, you guys are walking
my
off
guitar
here.
above my head to, like, block the rain while I
Nice.
walk.
Everybody else just kind of waits in the van because they're, like, they just want to get to the party and they're all starting to pass out because they've drank too much. But, okay, so you guys walk to the house and the door is wide open as Amelia just kind of, like, ran into it and she didn't shut it behind her or anything, so the door is wide open.
Are there lights on and everything?
There's a couple
Open
lights on, yeah.
invitation.
Okay.
Are we all going, or is it just them?
They
Like,
said
do we
they
see
were.
them
You
leave
guys
and
could.
we go with them.
Yeah, you guys could come with.
I'm going, yeah, for sure.
Well, I'll go wherever Remy and Donna go.
So actually, you drag me in. Yeah, just take me with you.
Come on, let's go sneak. This
Alrighty.
is my girlfriend now.
I'm just gonna, like, knock as I walk through the threshold and make hello.
Hello.
Remy's not knocking. Remy's walking through immediately.
Alrighty,
That's
so
rude. Oh, that's so rude.
so you guys make your way into what looks like a reception room, and you find a cozy lit fireplace and a library aesthetic, ruined by the fact that there are 2 dead bodies in a big mess. Between the fireplace and one of the bodies is what looks like a discarded large metal coffer. Some sort of dirt sprawled across the floor under it, and Amelia is just sitting on the floor, like, on her knees, just crying over one of the dead bodies. She says, This is my grandfather. Oh God, what happened? What am I forgetting? What and she just kind of freaks out and is sitting there as she weeps over the body of her grandfather.
Real quick, I say, hold on a second. Let me check one thing. And I dry hump both the dead bodies, and I say, yeah, they're dead.
Roll spot hidden.
It looks like she went to the Eagle Scouts too and got a medical badge and
The old
triage.
pelvic search.
The old roll pelvic search.
I pat Amelia on the back and I don't say anything.
I put my arm around her.
Oh,
Say, there,
I'm
there.
just being nice. I'm not being horny right now.
I'm being horny, yeah, absolutely. And I look at Benny, I wink at him.
And I'm like, oh,
Oh, Jerry.
12-year-old Benny knows this is a bad.
Jerry, no. What'd you get, Donna?
I guess it doesn't matter anymore, but I lost it. Yeah, I lost heart.
Oh, you didn't get it? Okay. One thing you do get is, first of all, both of them sort of look mummified in a way. Like, like something happened to their bodies that, like, decomposed them at an alarming rate. One of them has a shotgun wound, and the other one has a shotgun. So that's something you can find immediately, easily. That's what you find. You basically notice that whole situation's going on.
I pick up the shotgun.
All right, things are gonna be a little different around here.
What kind of super soaker is this? I like pointed at my face. Please, somebody stop me very quickly. Please
I'm going to grab it from him.
Thank you.
I like how Jerry did it, though.
We're going in need.
Not for children.
This is not for children. But yeah, you have a shotgun now.
As the other gun.
So Klaus has it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a
That's
shotgun.
okay. I have my own, and I whip out the super soaker again.